no one would judge me. Like, why are there locks on bathrooms? When has anyone ever tried to steal a bathroom? I don't want it to disappoint anyone, you know? I love so many people, and I just don't want to make them sad. Like, when someone sneezes and they ask me for a tissue. And I don't want to let them down, but I'm not an organ donor. It's just, I have feelings too, and I'm not entirely sure what they are, but I know that they're there. And I can't be better until I know better, and that just takes time. Like when I was younger, and I thought a rap battle was memorizing a bunch of Eminem lyrics and then saying it back when it was your turn. Now I know better. Rappers, I know better rappers. Logic, Jay-Z. The Oompa Loompas. I'm worried that if I'm not perfect, I'll make a mistake or regret a decision that I've made. And, you know, I think I'd be a really good Jack in the Box. And my restaurants wouldn't go out of business.
Yeah. And Jay.
Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will call the police. However, she's 21 and legally an adult, I will have to wait at least 72 hours. After that, oh, you better believe that I will go to the police station and file a report. And then they have to wait for a warrant, which takes anywhere from 7 to 10 business days. Because we just got out of the holiday season, oh, you know it's going to take longer. After they get that warrant, you are in for some serious... Hello, welcome to Homework. How are you doing? How am I doing? No one ever asked me that. I'm good. Great, actually, we have cards for everything. Christmas, new babies, first dates. I wonder if he gets his wife a card. Oh, just my psychology professor at Kirkwood, Mr. Graham. I keep telling him in my essays to leave his wife, but he never seems to be getting the hint. Like in the last essay, we had to write about all the lobes in the brain, and so I said, Tim, when are you going to leave her? Because I lobe you. I'm back for this. Okay, no problem. Enjoy your life. Hello, welcome to Homework. Do you think he knew I was hitting on him? That happens a lot. Guys missing out on the cues that I give them. Like when I was in high school and I wanted my first kiss to be Brian Mathers because he was on the JV basketball team and I loved basketball movies, like all the classics. Space Jam, Love and Basketball, Coach Carter, all the romantics, you know what I mean? And so, like any true basketball fan, I wanted my first kiss to be in the middle of the basketball court on November 11th, 2011, at exactly 11:11. So I told Brian that. I waited all night on the basketball court, even during the senior basketball game. Senior citizen basketball game. And he never showed. But he found a court he liked better. With 72, 22, 43 body measurements. It's in centimeters. Yeah, we just started selling cigarettes. They're in the aisle with the cards that say, I'm sorry you lost your insurance. Your life. Hello, welcome to Hallmark. I'm not a prude. I've had a boyfriend before. My first boyfriend, my only boyfriend, his name was Travis, and he was a furniture gamer. He made all of the games he made all the furniture in video games. And, you know, we never met in person, but I did love him. Eventually, he deactivated his Facebook. I don't know where he is. Probably with a Pilates teacher that has a degree in Soul Cycle. Because that's what Tim seems to like. You know what I have a degree in? Reiki. It's the healing of rocks using the human energy. Pretty cool, huh? And there's energy all around us in the universe, so technically I'm not so alone after all. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite sympathy card. Who's it for? Glad I could be of assistance to you today. Enjoy your life. Welcome to a master class with Menaka. I'm Menaka. And as you can see from that last scene, I am very skilled at playing a variety of sad characters. The purpose of this class is not only to get you to learn more about acting and the business, but about yourself and how you can be more like me. So, I'm going to give you guys a second to get out your notebooks because you're going to want to get all of this in. Everyone can do this. It doesn't have to be just. Great. Okay. Lesson 1. It's really important when you guys are doing imitations that you keep them genuine. You don't want the audience to be able to see the difference between you and the character. They want to think that you are one. And I feel like I've done that really well, as you can see in this next self-tape. Hello. This is my self-tape audition for Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. Welcome board members of Panoramic United. We've got away with giving the plebes 7 sick days and 3 PTO days. I even talked to a local butcher to see if he does part-time physician care so we don't have to worry about getting insurance for the peasants. Remember, every dime that we save goes directly into buying on-land yachts for our weekly trip to Cabo. We're on my favorite one, so listen up. How little can we give them for bereavement? Let's start the bidding. I'm hearing 10. Tim is saying 10 in the corner. Phil over here wants 9. 9 days is enough to mourn a loss. I mean, really, you can get through the denial phase. 8 days, we have 8. 7, someone's saying 7. Guys, these are not rollover minutes. You use them to be sad or you lose them. It's not like when Jerome left me for my younger secretary. And I needed every Tuesday off for 2 years. Because Tuesdays were our couple's massage day. I'm hearing 5, someone's saying 5 in the back. Phil also wants 5. Phil's a fucking asshole. So who can be a bigger asshole than Phil? Someone over here is saying 4. Jill wants 4 too. mean, seriously, don't expect to come to my office 5 years later saying, Pam, it's really difficult for me today. It's like when that one common worker came to me. Well, what does she think this is? It's not like when I had to take off every month for 5 years because Dr. Phillips gave me a botched nose job. It's the center of my face, for goodness sakes. It was with me for 40 years. I'm hearing someone over here saying 3. We have 3. We have 3. We have 2. We have 2. Guys, these are just their family members. It's not like when my nephew was playing in the middle of the road and he lost my favorite glove. That glove was from Italy, for goodness sakes. Phil's right. Phil is right. How do we know they're not faking it? 0 days. 0 days. Going once. Going twice. Sold.
Your personality on your skin, no one would take a second.
Thank you guys, thank you so much. Give it up for Jason, who is understudying for Slim on the drums today. This is his first time playing with us and meeting you all. But I've met a lot of you, and a lot of you who struggle with depression. We can't begin to understand how important and amazing it is that we are all alive together.
Yes, Derek, thank you so much. Thank you guys for having me. Seriously, Derek, I have seen you give this speech 100 times on tour. I got your back, man. Okay, so depression. I get it. Okay, I get sad too, a lot. It's really important to remember that this is just a phase and it'll pass.
Depression is a lifelong battle. Keep trying to hold on.
Okay, it's a phase, but if it's not a phase, then just hold on, guys, okay? It's just, remember, it's an attitude. It's all in your head.
What you are going through is real. Don't give up.
All in your head, but a real thing. Just try to focus on being happy, feeling better, you know, just feeling good about yourself. That usually fixes it.
What you are going through is valid and your own personal struggle. No one can tell you how to feel.
Yes, true. You don't have to listen to us. Feel better if you want to. Totally your call. You don't need us to tell you. Just sit in your room and just deal with it on your own.
There is nothing wrong with asking for help. There is nothing wrong with seeing a therapist.
Obviously see a therapist if you need to, okay? Just keep it between you and your therapist. Everyone else might find you a bit annoying. So that and nature. Nature is your medicine. Have you tried to take a walk?
There's nothing wrong with taking medications.
Take medication, okay? But just don't tell your employer because they might not give you insurance.
We all have an opportunity to make the world a better place.
Like me, I stopped using straws last week.
Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter what you look like.
You know, all of us can be attractive.
Doesn't matter who you love.
Or who you hate.
Life is worth living for everyone.
Even bees. Okay, they're little shits, but we need them.
Tell the people you love you appreciate them.
Nothing says I love you like merch. Right, Derek? Right?
Seriously, tell them.
Yeah. Our merch man Jello has some I'm Sad Forever stickers, and depression sounds pretty shitty and incurable, so just embrace it while you're young.
You don't know how much it can mean to them.
If all else fails, just get a tumbler. I don't have money. What you have is a husband who's an attorney, okay? Yeah, you're going to court, baby. And do you know what happens after court? You go to your cell. You know what you're going to be doing in your cell? Waiting, just living in your own existence existence with no stimuli. I mean, in the words of Alan Watts, there is nothing but the eternal now. You know what I'll be doing when you're sitting there waiting? Also waiting, just both of us living in our existence in one way. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Here a love potion I will make for my ex-boyfriend's heart to break. What about something that gives him extra legs or makes all his teeth fall out? I know I can't make him fall back in love with me. I already tried that. But I need some kind of revenge on him for breaking up with me. Something to make him feel as miserable as I do now. Eye of Newt and Toe of Frog, cover of his favorite Sports Illustrated catalog. Adler's Sport, Blind Worm Sting, if only he'd gotten me an engagement ring. Something to make him worry that everyone he loves is gonna leave him. A potion to leave his heart in trouble. Let's start with some of his beard stubble, the backs of worms, the toes of eels, a John Mayer album to give him the feels. Something that makes him worry that all his past traumas will come to light again. Eye of raven, toe of shark, let him also get stretch marks. Cool it with the baboon's bone, may he stay forever in the friend zone. I know there has to be a cure. Something expensive. Something unobtainable. Something like therapy. Cognitive behavioral therapy. And medication. Yeah. Okay. Double, double, toil and trouble. Fire, burn, and cauldron bubble. Medicine that costs more than Advil with no insurance to cover the bill.
You are a good, kind person. You are a strong woman. You are super cute.
Look at that. They validate. Lesson 2. When you get to the level that I'm at, which is big, you're going to have to worry about the media. And I'm not just talking about paparazzi, I'm talking about editing, CGI, deepfake. All of these things are going to try to make you seem like someone you're not. So it's really important in your auditions that not only are you genuine, but you also show aspects of who you are on the audition and off of the audition floor as well, as I feel like I've done in this next self-tape. Hello, this is my audition for Dark Knight Joker.
You want to know how I got these scars? My father was a drink and a fiend.
Disclaimer, here I am talking about the character's dad, not my dad.
One night he goes off crazier than usual.
Again, we're talking about the character's dad, not my dad, who's great.
Mommy
Not talking about my mom, the character's mom.
grabs the kitchen knife to defend herself.
Again, this would probably be a prop knife.
He doesn't like that. Not one bit.
Again, not my dad, we are talking about the Joker's dad. If anyone tries to edit this, say, look, Menaka's talking about her personal life. It's not, it's the Joker's dad.
He looks at me,
as in Menaka playing the Joker.
right in the eyes,
Again, these would be my real eyes, but I'd be playing the Joker.
and says, "Why so serious?"
Fake knife.
And then he looks at her, takes the knife to her mouth, and says, "Why so serious?"
and this would be a fake knife, and most likely the list would be a fake list. So, just so you know.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't marry you. I have a condition. And I know I should have told you sooner, but you deserve to be with someone who can be with you forever, and that's just not me. I'm sorry. I had to get my ukulele. I grew up on Bollywood movies. It's the only way I know how to communicate. I've got commitment issues in my tissues, a lifelong syndrome I can't ignore. My chromosomes have a chronic condition, a fear of marriage, and so much more. Like I won't get a mortgage, I only do sublet. Sign in pencil so I can erase the print. Won't get a phone plan, too many options. Even the Verizon guy switched over to Sprint. I don't make plans in advance for this reason. Can't even come into a 5-course meal though. I don't worry about the IRS cause I change my name every year. Right now I'm Camille. Can't commit to getting all my vaccines. Risk getting pox, both small and chicken. I'm sorry God, change religions once more. Now I'm somewhere between Hindu and Wiccan. Can't adopt a pet cause I want them all, and this may be my dread of stagnancy. But if I bred a kid, I try to return it like Kevin Durant. I want free agency. There's so many options when the future is unknown, so I stay isolated to cure this affliction like a solo show when I fear being alone. My need to be loved makes this a contradiction. The song was almost left written incomplete, but it seems like I'm nearing the end. Maybe this diagnosis is not concrete. Maybe this is something that I can mend, you know? I had some issues in my tissues, broke my commitments as easily as glass, but now I see it's not a chronic condition, and so I am hopeful that this too will jackass, will easy pass, Christmas mass. Fuck it, I'll just finish it later. Dr. Fitzgerald. A little about me. I teach psychology at the University of Princeton University, if you will, with a specialization in borderline personality disorder. So looks like today I'll be teaching Miss Sweet Beans preschool class. That's okay. We'll go with the syllabus here. So it looks like you guys were talking about the story, The Ugly Duckling. Okay, let me just recap a little bit. This is the story about a duck that was perceived as ugly for most of his life by his cohorts. And in the latter stages of his life, he realized he was actually a beautiful swan. So let's just go over some of these questions real quick. So the first question is, what is the
problem in the story, okay? You can just say them out loud. People were mean to him, great. He didn't have a family, awesome. And he was a duck, okay. That's all really good, but have we considered the analogy that the duck actually had a biological predisposition to borderline personality disorder, which made him see the negative in his life more than his other duck cohorts? Take, for example, you have that game, Simon Says, okay? You're playing Simon Says, and Simon is your genetics, and your genetics is saying that the insular portion of your brain will actually be perceiving your surrounding as more negative. I mean, you're playing the game. So you gotta follow what Simon says, right? It's really, Timmy, can you please stop running around with around the other kids with your shirt off, okay? You're gonna fall, become concussed, and end up with neuropathy, kid. Alright, why don't we just move on to the next question here. The next question is asking, what happened at the end of the story? It's pretty easy, right? Okay, he found a family, nice, cute. He was beautiful, that's really cute. And he turned from a duck into a swan. Seriously, that's really great. All of these are great answers. Have we considered that once the duck realized that his identity disorder came from his borderline personality disorder, then he was later able to use this disassociation to work on himself. Think for example, you got a superhero. You got Peter Parker. Okay, you got Peter Parker. And when Peter Parker realized that he was Spider-Man, he was able to become a better Spider-Man, right? Using web tricks, using therapy, so all of these things that superheroes use, you know? Timmy, can you please stop eating the Play-Doh, kid? You're gonna get staph infection, seriously, dude. Okay, you know what? Let's just go to the last question here, which is asking, what is the lesson in the story? Oh, come on, guys, this is so easy. Be nice to everyone. Everyone is beautiful. Oh, sweet. Don't be a duck. Okay. All of these are great. But have we thought about that though the duck was rejected in his developmental stages in life, which then only increases insecurity caused by borderline personality disorder. Now, once he found the support system, he was able to live a happy and normal life. Okay? What I'm trying to say, kids, is anybody can be an ugly duckling, okay? It could be someone who's married, it could be someone who battled lactose intolerance, it could be a professor at Princeton, literally it could be anybody. Anybody. Timmy! Can you please stop pooping in the plants? Human feces is not fertilizer, dude. Yeah, I like that. Oh, yeah, bring that tail on over here. Ooh. Oh, man, this was definitely worth my money. Okay. No touching the performers. Fucking SeaWorld.
Yeah.
Dog is cheap, but money is expensive. I need to know you're really serious about this thing. Are you ready to put the pedal to the metal and shotgun it? I'm not trying to bust it on your bubble, and I definitely don't want to put stones in your basket. But I do have other bites. You know, when I first bought this thing, it cost me an Armenian leg. And now I got bites coming out of left So you gotta let me know. Are you going in your towel or what? You know, if I could, I would take the competition to where the moon don't shine. Moonshine, if you will. But it's been like that. The competition is really necking on each other. And it was like that since the Bill Gates. This is not the time to throw rocks in your glass house. This is a time for ebb and flow. Ebb and flow, and I don't even know them. If you're worried about your significant other, I really suggest that you put your boots and a strap on and talk to them. I mean, as they say, you catch more beans with ham than sugar. And they figured out they just gotta use contact clues. Are you in? Let's AK-47 a beer and celebrate.
She makes fun Mondays for like Fridays.
After those other two tapes got sent back with the word no written on them, I learned a very important lesson, which is lesson 3. In this industry, it is very important to be multi-talented. Not only am I an actor, I'm a writer and a human. That's 3 things. So I'm going to share with you guys an audition that's my favorite audition to show you that I am very multi-talented, okay? And for these industry folks out there, you know, don't worry about giving me credits for the rewrites. Unless it gets an Oscar, then yes, I would like full credit. So, here are my improvements on the worst Joker, Suicide Squad. I love my girl. She's so intense. Fire in my loins. The itch in my crotch. The one, the only, Harley Quinn. Now I'm Harley Quinn. Put in. Listen, you are a gift to me. You belong to me. Now I'm Harley Quinn, but the script says I have to dance sexy. Oh, Joker, you're so cute. But do you really know what you're saying? I belong to you? You're right, that was a very poor choice of words. What I meant to say is, I love you with all my heart. So much so that sometimes I don't know where your body ends and mine begins. But I do not claim to take ownership over you. In the words of feminist Gloria Steinem, a man without a fish is a fish without a bicycle. Exactly. As you know of yourself, you are a smart, educated woman who in the original comics had a degree in psychology and chose this life on your own free will. Because you should be able to do any job you want without being shamed for it. You're really presenting your thesis well, sexy boy. Wow, I can't believe I just mansplained that to you. As a token of my apology, I, the Joker, played by Menaka, Deolekar. Will now be reciting the feminine mystique. Page 1, copyright symbol. 1963 by Betty Friedman. All rights reserved. If you would like to see the remaining 82 minutes of that, please purchase my acting reel for only 2 payments of $5.99. Thank you. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check, check. Mic check. Mike, seriously, where is that rent check? Hey Mom, sorry, I can't really talk right now, I'm at work. Actually, can you hold on 1 second? Put the money in the fucking bag. And since I'm already in a mediocre marriage, I'll probably start affairing on people. Finance major. I mean, there's this really cute guy named Jordan. He's in my scrapbooking club. Oh, you'll let her go? Great, just put her on the 22, it'll bring her right here. Today, I learned about protein molecules. They're cool, because they're these little things that hold together. They literally have to keep the whole together in order for us to function. My favorite is called laminate. It's like the glue of the body. Without it, you would just fall apart.
Today I learned about capitalism. Today I learned what fromage was. Today I learned what BDSM was. Today I learned what a fraternity was. They're pretty problematic.
Today, I learned about glass children. So, a glass child is anyone who is a sibling of someone who has an obvious mental or emotional disability or physical disability as well. The siblings of these children are called glass children.
Today I learned what a fraternity was. Today I learned what Lego was. Today I learned what fromage was. Which makes sense why no one got me one for homecoming when I asked them to.
Glass children go through the same thing that the parents in this situation do, except with the mental development and coping skills of a child. The reason they're called glass children is because their overwhelmed parents, family, friends, or community see them, and instead of really seeing their needs, they see right through them.
Today I learned what a ladybug was. I hope they change it to just bug.
Glass children tend to be really sensitive because growing up they had to be caretakers in the family. They tend to need a lot of validation because they were told by their parents' family friends or the community that they had to be good or be strong. Basically, they had to be perfect. They tend to have a difficult time relating to their peers because while everyone else was worried about who they were going to play with or what college they're going to go to or eventually what job they're going to have, glass children have to worry about the emotional, mental safety and health of the people that they love most.
Today I
learned about glass children, and you know, I think it's really neat that there's a word for that. Oh! I know how to finish my song!
some issues in my tissues. Broke my commitments as easily as glass, but now I see it's not a chronic condition, and so I am hopeful that